Welcome back. How well do you know your friends? Well, today we ask ourselves that same question because today on Just Kidding Party, we are playing 2 truths, 1 lie, where we're all gonna share 3 secrets about ourselves, where one of those secrets is a lie, and we have to figure out which one is the lie. To kick off the game, I will start with my 2 truths and 1 lie. And I'm already nervous. I'm only nervous because all of you guys know my life. You can hear my voice is all shaky. Damn it.
I don't.
I bet your armpits are sweaty in that leather jacket.
They are. That's why I wore stuff without sleeves. Okay, I'm gonna look at you, Byron, because you know shit about me. All right, Byron.
Oh, okay, tell me your stories, Gina.
So I majored in business in college, but I loved filmmaking so much that I took a cinema class. My second truth is sexy sax man. He barged into my classroom and he started playing, like that song he always plays. Then he bounced. My third truth is...
Or your lie.
Wait. No, I really drew a blank. Okay. My third truth is I never once copied or cheated off of anyone during college.
I know the lie!
I would have to say it's Sexy Sax Man because I feel like you were already out of college by then. I'm not sure.
Okay, so that's what you think my lie is?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's so many lies in your mouth.
I don't even know which one! So, let me ask
But you know 2 of them are truths.
Let me ask you something, because I know your major specifically, because I done hired you, so I know which major. I saw your resume, okay? But
I didn't give you a resume.
it was a verbal resume.
The best kind.
So I don't know if it's the business that you majored in that was a lie, or if it was the film class that you lied about. But I think you done cheated, so that's the lie.
So you think I cheated? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think you cheated.
Damn. I already know that you know Sexy Sax Man. I know that you guys went to high school together, so I don't know about college. I feel like that might be the truth, that you were in class. What class were you in?
I was in econ.
Econ?
Oh,
Quick thinking.
Good one.
You're a good liar.
I don't know. I feel like the cheating one is like, I don't know. It could go either way. What was the first one? I keep forgetting the first one.
Business major.
Oh, business
but
majors. I remember you mentioning before that you majored in like advertising or something about marketing. And I really doubt that you took a film class. So I'm gonna say that that's a lie.
What was the third one that you did or did not copy homework?
I don't know if it was the third one, but I just said I didn't cheat.
Yeah.
I think that's a lie because I feel like you probably cheated a few times.
Okay.
She called you dumb.
Oh,
Not just dumb.
dang.
Just busy, you know?
Dishonest.
This is a good one because I know she majored in marketing, but marketing is part of business. So if she says she majored in business and marketing, it's the same thing. You're not trying to pull any variations. I know you're not. And
she dumbed it down for us.
yeah, so you can't be lying about that. And the next thing is I think she did take a film class, not because she liked filmmaking that much, but just because she wanted to take it. So I think that's the truth. Sexy Sax Man, I do know that she knows him. They went to high school together. But did he go in your class? Who knows? The third one, the cheating ass one, did she cheat during class? It's such an absolute statement. I didn't cheat once. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to say that you did cheat in college. Because that's very absolute, unless the Sexy Sax Man one's the lie.
Well, which one is it?
I know what Joe means. Mouth full of lies. You just can't tell. I'm gonna go with Sexy Sax Man. He is your friend, but he did not go in your class.
Okay, so I understand all the logic that's put on the table, but I'm gonna go with my original thought that I had at the beginning before I was able to hear everybody. So I think that the first one is a lie, because I remember a story that you told me way back when.
First one being which one?
The first one, you majoring in business and you taking a film class on the
Okay.
side. I think the film class is probably the lie. I remember you telling me a story that you filmed with Bart and Joe and you were kind of like forced into the whole thing. You didn't want to do it at first. So I feel like because of that, I don't think that you would take the initiative in college to take that extra cinema class. Since you already like turned off by it and you didn't want to do it with Bart and Joe to begin with.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna say the first one is a lie.
Awesome.
Which one was it?
This is good. Okay, the first one. What did I say was the first one? I forgot.
It was a lie.
Okay, so I said I was a business major and I took a film class. That is in fact true. Marketing is a part of business because you don't get your degree in marketing, you get a degree in business, and then it's an emphasis in marketing. And I did take an extracurricular class, and it's I forgot what the actual term was, but it is a film class, and we dissected a bunch of different films just because I loved watching a lot of movies back in the day, and I'm like, this is a fun class to take. The second statement, that sexy sax man barged into my class, was in fact a lie. I did go to college with him, but at that time, he wasn't anything yet at that moment.
Oh, you went to Cal State?
I did. I went to high school and I went to, and we had an econ class together. That's why when you ask me, I'm like, oh, what was it? Econ. And I cheated and copied like all of high school, but I wanted to change my life around. So in college,
I was thinking of high school, Gio.
So this is what happened in that class. One of my teachers gave me the actual answer sheet to one of our midterms. And my dumbass was like, nope, I'm not gonna do this. What? I studied my ass off, so I gave it to her. I'm like, I think these are the answers. When I'm like, fuck, I should have just kept it. So I didn't copy and I didn't cheat in college.
She better have given you extra credit for that, for being honest.
I know.
Wow.
So in college, were you like, I'm gonna get my F's honorably?
Yeah, and also, you know, Cal State LA is a commuter school, so you don't really get to connect with anyone. You don't really get to make bonds, because I was working full time, so I would go to class from like 6 to 10 p.m. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna do my shit. I'm focused. That's who I was.
It was a boring cold school. We went to the same college.
It was horrible. Okay, Gina.
In college, I once woke up and totally forgot the guy's name. Like, I went to a party last night, went home with him, didn't know what his name was the next morning.
Truth.
In college.
Sounds about right.
In college, I woke up at a random stripper's house, and she had like a stripper pole, and there was like surrounded by people. And my last one is I went to church completely drugged out.
Whoa.
Those all sound like the truth.
A mouth full of truths.
All right, Joe. What is the
Holy
lie?
moly! Because one is, I know you have very interesting adventures and some of the craziest stories. Like, I woke up in a dumpster with 3 of my best friends with banana peels on our head. So I don't know, like, I'm just gonna have to randomly pick and say,
Those are good.
You ain't no hoe, and you didn't wake up with no bro. All right.
I feel like you would know the dude's name if you woke up next to him. I'm gonna follow my intuition, my gut. I'm gonna say that that's the lie.
She didn't wake up with no stranger. Yep.
She knew his name.
She's the least hoe I know that looks and becomes mistaken as one. Yeah.
That's a good argument.
We are talking about college years with a lot of drugs, you guys.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's probably worse to show up to church completely drugged out, so I feel like maybe you wouldn't go that far. I don't really know. So I'm going to say that's the lie. Okay.
You don't know Asians in 1999.
I guess not.
I know Gina has crazy adventures, and she did do a lot of drugs during those days. So I think, like Joe said, maybe you woke up in a dumpster. But even though Gina is always naked, I'm pretty sure she has a vagina clamp on, because she's very, very selective of who she lets enter there. So I'm gonna go with the waking up without knowing the person's name.
Okay, well, I don't know much about you, and I think I'm with Joe on this one. I'm just going to take a shot in the dark over here. I think that if you're drugged up, I wouldn't be able to go to church or even like function. I would probably yell or something like that, or start like hallucinating. The pastor was like something else. So I'm gonna go with the third option.
The drugs one.
Yeah, the drugs.
That's
think
not what
the
I
lie.
chose.
The drugs at church?
No, but I'm agreeing with what you said.
Just taking a
Like,
shot in the dark.
just taking a shot in the dark.
That's kinda
Shoot
what I
in the
did.
dark. Shoot in the
Yeah.
dark.
So I agree with my posse that Gina is definitely not a hoe.
She's gonna prove us wrong that she is.
I want to go with that answer, right? Like my heart wants to go with it, but I don't know Gina in the college years. Maybe that could have all switched around. The only thing that throws me off a little bit is that she went to church.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember hearing that she was religious.
But she
in
bet the
any
weed though.
The big cut me. She had to go to mass.
The boom my
Gina.
way. Come on, shit.
And just because she says she's drugged up, I'm not thinking like crazy hallucinogens and fucking all that shit. I'm just probably thinking maybe a little bit of pharmaceuticals. I don't know.
I smoked weed at church.
And yeah, and I outside of church?
with my friends in the car.
Wow.
Oh, I thought like in the fucking like chapel.
No, but we smoked there, went inside.
Oh, wow. That's
my
very
God.
holy.
That's crazy.
I like how no one questioned the stripper pole either,
No.
by the way. We're like, that sounds...
That probably
No,
happened last
because
week.
we
about
know for a fact that you have stripper friends.
Yeah, okay. Even though I'm questioning the church thing, I will go with you're not a hoe.
Okay.
Please tell us you're not a hoe.
So I did go to drugs. I mean, I did.
I did go to drug. I was quite late.
Okay. So the truth is, I did go to church on drugs.
Okay.
Because back then for EDC used to happen on Saturday nights.
Oh yeah.
And it was those one nights. So my boyfriend and I was like way on pills, but then his family's very churchy.
Oh,
so
I didn't go to other person's family.
Yeah. So me being the great girlfriend that I am, was like, okay, let's go. So we're sitting in the back like,
Okay, cool.
I believe it.
yeah. My other truth is, I hate it because you guys know I'm not a hoe. Fuck. Okay, so my other truth is, yes, I woke up in a stripper's house. And no, I was not a hoe ever. I've never had a one-night stand, and I've always remembered who I slept with. So the stripper story was
We know
after
you.
I know the stripper story was I went to a rave with the same boyfriend, and after the rave I was so tired. And he's like, no, we're gonna go to this chick's house. We met her at the rave. Everyone's gonna be there. And then so I'm like, fine, whatever. Got to the house and I just fell asleep on his lap. Woke up and there was a 40-something-year-old stripper, a pole, a bunch of people in a circle around the pole smoking weed, a pink poodle and a blue poodle, and I was like, what the fuck, where am I? And then I looked at him and I was like, yo, we need to go because this is fucking weird as shit. And then we left.
Nice. Yeah, for the whole crew knowing. Majority of them.
Damn it!
We all know you just a gamer boy trapped in a hot model's body.
Okay.
All right, Joe, take it away.
This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard for me.
Why?
Because you're like really good at lying probably. And
No, I'm not. She knows.
Not good at lying, great at acting.
True.
Better. I like that.
He's
Okay.
buying time to think of his
So
lie.
my two truths and one lie
Yes.
is one, on my way to class, I sharted and I had to go home.
Oh no.
That's every day.
Oh god.
Okay, so that's probably
Two is when Warcraft first came out, there was a 7-day free trial. I missed all my classes, slept probably 2 hours every night just to play every single day. When the free trial ended, I went back to school.
Okay.
Third one is my very first, I guess, math class was arithmetic in college. Not algebra,
Arithmetics?
not, just plus and minus,
Yeah.
and multiplication and division. So what do you think?
Tiffany, what is his lie?
Use your gut. You got that good gut.
I feel like the sharding story is true because you've talked about sharding a lot.
It's happened a lot.
It's happened. Like, that's true. I remember you saying that during college you felt like you had to pay back the money that you would get from the government, so you wanted to get straight A's because you didn't want to pay back that money. So I don't think you would have missed the whole 7 days of school just for some video game. And the third one, what was it? Oh,
first class?
I know that that's true because you were talking about how you didn't know shit.
You don't have to say fuck yet. We don't know anything.
That's the truth. So yeah, the middle one is a lie. The video game's a lie.
He's a good actor. He's a good actor.
I'm kind of struggling between the first two because I feel like the third arithmetic one is true because I know that you are terrible at math and that you had to
Hey,
start
my math is better
really.
than you and your accountant. Case closed.
No, it's not.
It is. I could do mental math. You can't.
Okay, whatever. No one cares.
8 times 11. 88.
You have such a great
Oh my god, anything times 11 is easy.
I know.
I want to say the sharding thing is true because I've witnessed it twice now. But you could be throwing that in there to trip me up because you know that you do that a lot now.
Just throw Joe under
I don't
the
know
bus.
if your like 30-year-old butthole is weaker than your 21-year-old butthole. I'm not sure. I do know you played a lot of video games in the past, but I kind of don't think you would have taken a whole week off of school for World of Warcraft because that sounds super nerdy. So I'm gonna go with World of Warcraft as the lie.
I'm gonna go with World of Warcraft 2, just because I do know Joe loves games and he would binge play, but I'm thinking 2 days max because when Joe was in college, he was super focused, so I don't think he would take off 7 days. That's a really long time to play all the way through. And I know Joe did start from the very, very beginning in college, so arithmetic makes sense. And also, Joe sharts pretty often, it seems like. I hear that at least once a month in the office. We're at Barbell, and I just see Joe storming into the gym. So I have to go with the World of Warcraft.
You're disgusting. Yeah. You're disgusting.
I'm glad I never smelled this, dude.
Oh my god. So, I think originally I thought the Warcraft one was the truth because I remember you saying like during when we would be playing game, you're like, oh, I miss playing games, or so I know that probably like you used to play a lot of games back then. 7 days does seem kind of intense though. To skip all those days of school, but then I was kind of confused because I don't know if you took school seriously in college or in high school, but I guess everybody at the table is saying that you took it very seriously in college. So I'm gonna go with number 2, the Warcraft one is a lie.
All right, well, dang.
Everyone, huh?
So it seems like I don't have much left to say because everyone knows you, and it's been basically mimicking the same thing that I would say. So the sharding thing, like Bart, Jess, Tiff have mentioned, you definitely make it a point to share with everyone because you find
Every
it
time.
hilarious. Like you'll be like, sorry I'm late for the meeting. Oh guys, you guys want to hear something? So you'll interrupt the meeting and then you're like, yeah, so I came late because I actually sharded, guys. I sharded.
Oh no!
Proud of that, right? Why are you so proud of that?
So,
You gotta be.
I know that that's a common occurrence in your lifeline.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, clearly you shart your pants all the time. World of Warcraft, I can't see you playing that like at all. And the math thing, it's very hard for me because you're one of the smartest guys I know. But
Then you
maybe-
don't know that many smart people.
No, I mean like you're like you know like now because you
Yeah.
read so much.
I had to catch up.
Yeah. So I'm like I'm having like the image that I have of you now. It makes it hard for me to realize that you were dumb back then. But you didn't figure out till fucking later that all the answers are in the book. And that's what the books are there for.
Yeah, that is true.
I wasn't dumb, I just didn't try.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds
That's
unanimous.
unanimous, right?
Wow.
Jeez, dude. Every single person said, go ahead.
Yeah, because I know that you could be a nerd, but World of Warcraft is the game that other nerds make fun of other nerds for.
Yeah.
Because that's hella nerdy. So
That's true.
I can't say, yeah, that was a lie.
Y'all don't know me.
Yeah.
Because it is.
What
It's a
is-
lie or
I'm
truth?
gonna tell you from back and forth, okay?
Okay, go.
So one, I think I did speak about it before, that going into community college, I didn't know shit. Took the GED, I got inside English 101, which is like the highest entry level English you could get into. But math was like addition, subtraction.
So that was your
Well,
truth.
that was the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
We
true.
knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
World of Warcraft is actually the truth. It's it was a 7-day or 10 day.
college?
Yeah.
In college?
But this was already my second or third year. It was only the first year that I cared a lot.
Oh, come
Oh, come on, there's no way you didn't shut your
But
pants back
at the
then.
same
I
time, I was
know.
able to manage getting good grades. I just fucked up for 1 week, and that was my lesson that told me never to fuck up.
Oh, you are
Yeah.
so
So you had a
messy.
good butthole.
You guys think my asshole is so loose, don't you?
Yeah.
Talk about it all the
No,
time.
but this is a recent phenomenon. I used to be able to fart all the time without any accidents.
Knew it. Your butthole got
It's
old.
when I met her. Well, at
my
the same
God.
time, I got fat. The time that I started getting fat, I couldn't control my butthole.
You got leaky butt
I,
syndrome.
and I loved pushing out like farts. Like I would
Oh,
push it out in
satisfying.
the
That
morning. Yeah, and it'll go "Prah." Like you know that feeling, right? Like "Prah." I mean, I would never fart if I didn't know it was safe. But in the morning, we were like having breakfast, talking, and then Tommy was on the computer, and then I just went.
And that was your first time that you sharded?
Yes,
This story. Oh.
the very first time, and that's why I wanted to share with you guys.
Oh, because
I
you're the
sharded.
first time.
Saying that too,
Yeah.
because he was like, it was the first time ever in my whole
Yeah,
life.
and since then,
Damn it.
my booty hole has been not the same ever since.
How dare you lie to us?
You tricked all of us.
Damn it.
7 days.
I need you to have a little more faith in my youthful ass.
We did. We had faith in your college career.
But think about it. I only went to school 4 days.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
if it's a
that makes
7-day
sense.
free trial or 10-day free trial,
You only missed
Hell
a day
yeah.
or so.
yeah.
Damn it, Joe. You got us.
I thought about that too. No one goes to school for 7 days straight in college. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Tiffany, it's your turn. Take it away.
Okay, so the first one is when I was in college. I went clubbing with my friends. I got so shit-faced drunk that when I got home, my mom helped me get undressed and she was holding my hair while I was throwing up. Number one. Number two, I had a classmate of mine that I asked him for some notes, and so he handed it to me in a thumb drive. And once I got home and I opened up the thumb drive, I found dick pics in it. So
He did that on purpose. That was on purpose.
the third one is
Exactly. That shit was on purpose.
so the third one, I had a whole bunch of friends of mine come over one weekend. Isaac was at his dad's place. So there's one guy and this one girl, they locked themselves in my bedroom. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was banging on the door like crazy. They wouldn't open the door. I was fuming, pissed off. So I got my tools and I actually undid the door handle. So I pretty much broke down my own door. I walked in, I caught them. She was giving him a blowjob on my bed.
Wait, who was giving a blowjob? I just started thinking of blowjob and I forgot who it was giving it to.
It was a girl and a guy, friend of mine.
Oh, in your room.
Coming to, yeah, like we were hanging out in my apartment.
Why you got a cock block?
They were on my bed, girl. What the fuck?
Do it in the bathroom.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my bed.
Or else let me have some.
You know what? The tools one sounds so much like you. It sounds kind of like a lie, but the tools thing is throwing me off because I know you like to
She's good
build
with
stuff
tools.
and take things apart. You're very handy. I'm gonna have to say the first one is a lie because I don't think you would go out and get plastered when you had Isaac. I feel like you're a very good mom the whole time, so I'm gonna have to say that's a lie.
Well, thank you.
They're all kind of like, I don't even know. Because the tools, I know she loves tools, but I also know she's not that confrontational. So there is a chance if she'll just be like, just let them finish and then just let them leave. So there's that. And then, what was the second one? The second one was...
Dick pics.
Dick pics. I believe that people might leave a porno or two on a thumb drive. But back when she went to college, I don't even know if dick pics were a thing yet. That's like a new thing, you know, like people sliding each other dick pics on DMs and stuff, or like texts or whatever. So college years was a while ago. And the third one, I know Tiff is a good mom, so I don't think she would act crazy and need her mom to take off all her clothes while she holds her hair while throwing up. I think that one's the lie. Because I also know you're private. So even if you did something shady like that, you probably wouldn't say it.
I'm gonna go with my gut feeling on the third one. I think the third one is a lie. I know that you like tools in general from like what I've heard, like, you know, outside of the game and inside of the game. But I feel like if you were going to catch someone giving a blowjob, wouldn't you make like a lot of noise, like turning the handle or like removing the screws?
Depends on how good the girl is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, but I feel like you'd be making a lot of noise and they'd see like the door handle like shaking at least. So I feel like they would just like disperse and then
What if
you
she
wouldn't
had
be
power
able to
tools
catch
all?
them. I caught you! I don't think that would happen, so I'm gonna go with number 3.
Damn, this is hard.
They're good. They're really good.
Because I don't know much about Tiff. Her intimate details in that like time frame.
Her Sharpie years.
Her Sharpie years, yeah.
Never use a Sharpie. Stop it.
I know that she's a very private person and I know she's very responsible. So the fact that she got so shit-faced and went home, I feel like one, she hangs around with decent people that wouldn't let her go home in that state. And I know she doesn't feel comfortable just being like undressed by anyone. I know it's her mom. That one's a hard one for me to say that that's a truth. The dick pic one, it's highly possible. Like, she's a beautiful girl. Like, who wouldn't want to send her dick pics on the
Who wouldn't want to do it?
you know? So that one sounds super real. You did have this get together that you mentioned. There was a guy that was your friend that was just getting a little too comfortable. He was gonna sleep over because he was drunk and he would refuse to leave, and that's where that whole room thing. So I feel like you used that story and you kind of like modified a few details. So I might want to say that that's the lie, but I'm kind of torn between the 1, 2, 1, 2. So I will just go with my gut and say that that tool one, someone giving each other blowjob, is a lie.
Damn it. So the first one, we all know that you're responsible and a great mother, but you were Lupita at one point with the eyebrows. And Lupita does crazy shit.
Chiquita.
Chiquita Lupita.
Chiquita.
Oh my god,
Little
really?
Chiquita banana. The dick pic one is so hard because what dumbass puts it on a USB drive and forgets it?
For real?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But that is highly possible because if I was a dude, I would want to send my dick pics to you no matter what. Pigeon
No
carrier,
matter what.
Text.
mail,
Like,
something.
I just impregnated your eyeballs. You can never unsee
Yeah.
this dick, girl.
Like, I would have an urge to show you my dick.
Thank you.
The third one, however, yeah, you do like tools, but like they said, you're not very confrontational. And if I was given a blowjob and somebody was like at the door, I wouldn't just continue. That makes no sense.
Unless you're glued to it.
True, that's true. Very true. That's highly possible.
So, this one's pretty hard because we don't know Lupita.
No, we only know Tiffany.
And we don't know how dumb that guy with the dick pic is. But I'm going to have to say the third one because it just doesn't make sense. Like, you would have to stop giving a blowjob and you would have to go soft if you knew someone was trying to rip the door open. So the third one, probably.
Fuck. She's gonna surprise us.
Yeah,
Joe,
some surprises.
you're the final.
I'm gonna keep this simple and say number 2,
the dick pics.
the dick pics,
¿Por qué?
because it's just stupid.
But guys do dumb shit sometimes.
That's true. I think we
So that's it? Your final answer?
Yeah.
All right, Tiffany, blow us away.
Is it?
Blow us.
close with the lie.
Okay, so the first one, I know you guys think I am a great mother, okay?
I didn't think that. I didn't think it. That's why I picked 2.
No, I had just turned 21. I was trying to enjoy my youth. And so my mom, she did come over. She was taking care of Isaac. I did drink a little too much. But yeah, by the time I got home, I remember I was cracking up. So when I'm drunk or when I'm like really, really wasted, I still know, like I'm still here. Like I still know what's happening. It's not like I just go crazy. My mom was helping me. She was holding my hair while I'm throwing up. I'm cracking up because I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. And I was telling my mom, like, Mom, remember when I used to come home drunk and used to like get so angry at me? She'd be like, Pendeja, what are you doing? Because I would get home like at midnight, like shit faced, and I was like 15, 16.
Midnight's early.
Yeah, that was my
So cute.
My curfew was at midnight. That's why.
Oh.
So
Cinderella, you Cinderella. How cute.
yeah.
I didn't even have a curve.
The next one was what was it?
The dick pics.
The dick pic thumb drive. So that was actually the lie.
I knew it.
Yes.
Damn it. Knew it. Damn it.
Yeah, I never. Yay.
So someone did get a blowjob in your room.
Yeah, so that story's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You never told me this story. I know. So, okay, last night I was telling Casey, I was like, dude, I don't know what to say for this game because they know my life. I'm such an open book. I tell, like, anything interesting about my life I've shared with you guys. So I'm like, fuck, what could it be? So I was really trying so hard to remember anything from that time period.
Yeah.
And I remember that this guy and this girl, they locked themselves in my room. I didn't really know them that well, so I didn't care like to cock block. And plus, they were disrespecting my place because I had a tiny little apartment, so it was like no way they can hide and like no one would notice. So I did actually go get my tools and because I was banging on the door forever. I'm like, guys,
Oh shit.
what the
too
fuck?
drunk.
Like they were wasted. They were
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got my tools. Because I was yelling at them like, don't you fucking know I'm Mexican? I love tools. I know this shit. I know
You said that out loud?
I was like, oh, you're fucking with a Mexican. That's awesome. I was like, so I got my drill. No, not my drill, my screwdriver. And I undid it. And I was like, are you guys seriously not gonna open the door? I'm literally taking apart the handle right now.
He's like, I can finish
We're
by then. I can
fucking
finish by then.
in.
You gotta push.
Yeah,
Take
so
a while.
then
Take a while.
Fuck, how rude.
Yeah.
So
That's
exactly
fucked.
right.
Fuck
So then
that.
I undid it, and then I knew how to open it. I opened it, and the girl was like still there.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And then they were sitting at the end of the foot of my bed, and so at the foot of my bed is where I had Isaac's toddler bed. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like they were like right in front of my kid's bed, and I was like fuming.
Black
I was
light.
so
I know, they probably splashed into
No,
it.
Isaac was at his dad's house that
Thank
weekend.
goodness.
So, yeah, and then it's funny you mentioned that because it was the same group of people with that guy. So this other story was like,
So how'd you kick him out? How'd you kick him out?
Grab them by the dick. Don't you dare do that.
Don't you dare!
So that's how you piss off Tiffany. Blowjob.
Oh my god.
in front of my kid's bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they
awesome.
kicked him out. That was the last time they ever came to my house.
Damn.
Damn, we don't know her.
I knew you were handy though. I knew you were handy.
If we needed some rage out of her, somebody start sucking someone off.
All right, I got it.
And then bring Isaac's bed and throw it in the middle.
Oh, you'll see me see that.
There we go. All right, Jess, it's your turn.
Wow, these have been really good.
I know, these are good.
Yeah.
I feel like yours were so juicy. I feel like mine are not gonna be that good.
Well, we don't know anything about you, so you can say whatever the fuck. You could say you were a fucking Disney character for like a Disneyland.
Yeah.
You can say, I got my license when I was 25. Truth! Truth!
Okay.
I know you just got it.
You're all in an advantageous
I believe it.
position right now.
Okay, so the first truth about me is that I actually dropped out of college the first semester. My second truth is when I went back to college, I actually did get on the dean's list every semester except for 2 times. And then my third truth is that I rushed 2 sororities actually, but I didn't make it either time, and that made me kind of bitter.
What's rushed? Oh, like to try to
get it.
Yeah.
Is that why you're so emo now?
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's up to you guys to decide.
So dropped out, dean's list, sorority.
Yeah, rushing.
Ooh.
But you're not from Russia.
You rushed?
You don't know this.
You rushed 2 sororities?
Yeah.
What does that mean, rush?
It's like when you have to like win them over or whatever. So
Like you're
that
their
you can
bitch
get
for like 2
selected.
weeks or something.
Yeah.
It's not a pledge. That's
Same thing.
once
No,
they
pledge is
approve
different. Pledge is after rushing.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know anything about that.
All right, so dean's list. I know you were a crazy white girl, so it makes sense that you dropped out of college your first semester. It makes sense. The next one, you got dean's list. I know you turned your life around, so that also makes sense. The third one, sorority. I know you cheered a little bit, so you probably want to cheer hoes do become sorority hoes, so that makes sense too.
Which one is it, Bart?
I don't know these things. I'm gonna have to go with the sorority because at the end of the day, I also feel like you're really logical. So you're probably like, that shit ain't worth my time. You guys are a bunch of losers.
Right on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Choose something else. I already fucked up.
Okay, wait, how many times do you make dean's list? Every single time after you dropped out?
Every single semester except twice. Once I went back to college.
How dare you, dumbass.
For this situation, I'm gonna go with the first one because I don't know about that particular time where I guess you did turn that life around, and it may have been like a different turning point. So I'm gonna go with number 1.
So you don't think I dropped out of college?
No.
Okay.
I know that you were a very free, independent person. So the fact that you would attempt to go to college, because I also know that you were trying to turn your life around, you were trying to prove something to yourself. So I do believe that you went to college. And what was the second one? Oh, dean's list. So that was very specific. You were like, I made it every semester. You also said when I went back to college, so that kind of gave me a clue. And then I know, like Bart mentioned, you did try out for cheer a couple times. You didn't make it. You were like, fuck these bitches. And you were bitter back then. But I feel like at this point in your life, if you're trying to turn things around, you're just like, what the fuck? That shit's so lame. Like, I'm above that shit. I don't got time for it. And you don't seem like the person that craves attention from other people or needs some sort of validation from a group. So I think that's the lie.
Sorority is a lie?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about you.
Yeah, so it's so hard. Like, I don't know anything about you, and I don't know anything about white people's lives. You know, like,
Damn.
that's hard.
They like to go to restaurants where the waitresses are on roller skates.
That's true. Yeah. So I do know about you.
Where's that one?
Sonic.
The old school diners where the ladies come out in roller skates.
Would you like onion rings with that?
Not gonna deny that.
So I do know that you were like crazy during your earlier years and like just out there. You were a Hooters girl and drugs and whatever. Dropping out of college does seem like something you would do, and then coming back to do it all over and make it better for yourself sounds like something you would do also. And it was really Pacific.
Pacific Ocean.
Specific?
Very Pacific.
I remember you telling me about cheer, how you didn't really even care much for it and you hated it. It was just something that you did. So I can't see yourself being in a group of girls again, because that's dumb. Joe, you know her really well.
I know. I was like,
I know. He's going later.
we
That's
can't
why.
do
He's
that.
sitting over there. He's sitting over there.
You gotta help us out. You gotta help us out.
I got an advantage.
Yeah.
Well, we can't listen to him yet. We gotta know
we
what
can't.
yours.
Okay,
No, we
okay.
gotta
Yeah,
know
what
what
do you
yours
think
is.
first?
Yeah, pick the lie. Pick the
Because I
lie.
know that you didn't like cheering very much. Like, you were just like, cheer, but...
Give me an A.
Yeah, like you were the emo.
Give me an A if you want and you have time, but if you don't, I understand.
So I would have to say
There's only 3. You got this.
Yeah,
Just
you got
fucking
this.
put it out there. Follow your heart.
Probably the sorority
Yeah,
one. I can't see you as
okay.
a sorority girl.
All right, Joe, take it away.
It's like a kappa, fuck you.
So I'm thinking that your lie is either one of those slight changes into a truth,
Oh, that's shady.
or
Yeah, that's shady.
it's an actual straight up lie.
don't know
Because
her.
well, for one thing is I know that you had this like punk rock phase, and cheerleading was before that phase. So if you're punk rock, you ain't trying to be fucking sorority.
Yeah.
You ain't got no fucking teen spirit.
But since the first semester, you might have been like, you know what? I'm gonna try something different. Different, right?
Why is she from the inner city?
No, I know for a fact you did the Hooters thing while you were a full-time student and you're a motherfucking hustler. That's why I love you. But on top of that, you can also hoe and you can also brains. That's the way I like it. So there's one that kind of confuses me is I know you dropped out and you went to like 2-3 colleges, but I don't know when. It was the first semester, first year. I know it's very early on.
It's that Texas timeline.
Dean's honor list, I believe it because when I was at your daddy's place 2 weeks ago, I saw on the wall all the plaques that he's proud of. Magna cum laude on your
how
motherfucking
cute.
bachelor's and whatever's.
You can't get it on a master's. Just
Well, okay, that was a bachelor's degree then. But I did see
Yes.
the mass magna. You ain't about that sorority life. Come on, why you trying to lie to us? All right.
Don't say anything. Don't give it away. We still got
I'm
Tiffany.
just laughing at him.
What's your master's in?
Accounting.
Yeah, Hooters, Magna.
No, I think I'm gonna go with the majority here because I really think, because I did know that you were in cheerleading, but like everyone else said, I did hear that you didn't like it that much.
Okay.
What is it?
Russian.
The lie is the sorority one.
I'm glad we did
I'm
it.
glad you know me that much. You know me that much, so that's good. So the dropping out of college thing, I actually initially was accepted into Texas State University, which was a pretty big deal for me and for my dad and for my family and everything. I got a lot of scholarships to go there. And then about halfway through the first semester, I decided that I couldn't take it. I couldn't be away from home. I couldn't be away from a boyfriend that I just got right before I left.
Oh, jeez.
So I decided to come home, but I actually did start the very next spring semester. I started back up in Corpus Christi, so.
Cool.
So I didn't take like a forever off. And then of course, yes, I did get like almost straight A's all the way through. I took it very seriously. I never cheated. I never did any of that kind of stuff. I was pretty hardcore student.
Nice.
She won't even lie about our dogs not being emotional support dogs.
Are you serious?
That's good.
Because I think I need it for emotional support, and I'm
I
not
need it for
lying.
sure.
And
I
then
need
she's
it.
saying that that's a lie. We shouldn't ever do that.
Oh wow.
Because it's not honorable. And I was
That
like,
is
I need them.
I need them.
Wow, so you're like hoey, but a hoe with morals. That's sexy. And you're smart.
Thank you, Gina.
No wonder. Good catch.
Thank you.
You should be nicer to her. Damn.
Okay, let me see. What are my 3 truths? My first one, when I was in college, I went from ELAC to UCLA, and my first semester there, I wasn't prepared for how strenuous the studies were gonna be. So for my exam, my first final exam, I had to sleep in the library to make sure that I can study everything that I needed to make it to class on time.
These days in the library.
My second truth is when I transferred, my first day at UCLA, I dressed up as Uncle Sam and I went to class. My third one, I like this girl a lot, so I took a stretching class to be with her. That's it.
A stretching class.
That's so
Like
easy.
yoga?
Gio knows everything.
I do. I'm gonna
Damn it, why am I
I'm gonna
here?
fuck with all of you.
Then you go last, you freaking
Yeah, you go
cheater.
last.
Okay, fine. Because I am gonna fuck with all of you.
Yeah,
guys
you
if I go
will.
second.
So first was the transfer thing from ELAC to UCLA.
Sleeping in the library.
Sleeping in the library. Well, I knew you were going into medical, right? So then I feel like that would be an option to do that to, get ahead in your classes. Number 2, dressing up as Uncle Sam. That's very Bart, but I don't know if you would do that. That's the one I think is a lie. And then number 3 was what again?
This is stretching.
Girl stretching.
Oh,
Taking
stretching
stretching
class.
classes. When I used to work with Casey on the Hanging with JKs, I know that you would talk about all of these stories of what you would do to get with somebody. So I also think that's true. So I'm just gonna go with number 2, the Uncle Sam one.
I don't want to fuck with all of you guys, so I will
Thank you,
just save
Gio.
myself till the very
He cheated
end.
too. I worked on hanging with JK.
So the sleeping in the library thing sounds like something you would do.
DC's a library.
You can sleep anywhere, probably. And I think I remember hearing something about you actually really focusing. Oh yeah, you did well. I mean, you went to school and did pretty okay because clearly you graduated. Because then she just posted a picture of you two together on Valentine's Day. That shit was cute as fuck.
Thank you.
I don't think you would just dress up as Unco for no reason, like just to go.
Joe, are you gonna ruin this one too?
I'm confused. No, I am a little confused because one is I do remember Bart having a lot of DC's library sessions, but at the same time, he lived pretty close to the school, like walking distance, so I don't know why you would go to the library. There's a video called First Day of School as Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
But I only remember you doing that on the street. I don't remember him as Uncle Sam in the school campus, in the classes and all that stuff. And then the third one, what the hell was that one? That one's a true, man. I remember he told everybody that shit. He was asking every single person in the world about this girl and how, like, what he should do and all that. And I think he did take this class specifically so he could be in the proxemics. But at that time, y'all were already friends, I think.
I was trying to be flexible too.
I think it's the library one for some reason. I think it's that one.
Library.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot that one.
Well, based off of the clues I just got from Joe, shit, I think I'm gonna go with that too.
I could be wrong with Uncle Sam. Everyone, I don't know.
No, but you're right. I do remember that video too.
Yeah, but I don't know if you recorded that like in campus or on the streets. I just remember him on the street and it was like, I'm going to school, first day of school.
Yeah.
And he was making fun of people and shit.
The last one, stretching, well, yeah, I mean, you just gave it away. You told everyone, and plus that's something I would have believed from you. But the fact that you live close to the library makes me want to pick that as a lie.
DC's library.
Well, I do know that there was a time where you were near campus as Uncos, but... Because I remember you were talking about how there was a group of people you didn't like. They were either gangsters or some other type of group, and you saw that you didn't like them, but they liked you as a fan, so you were like, fuck, now I gotta be nice. So that sounds like it could take place anywhere, though. That's the hard part. I'm gonna have to go with Joe and say the library thing doesn't sound true.
Tell the truth, Gio.
Tell
the truth, Gio.
So I'm exactly with Joe. We already know that your sleeping habits, you're so bougie when you have to sleep that there's no way that your bougie ass would ever sleep in a library. You lived very close
You know
to
the
campus.
UCLA library rents out sleeping bags.
Awesome,
really?
but he would not sleep on a hard ass floor knowing that he can just walk a few minutes to his apartment to sleep there. There was that video, and it is kind of blurry the way he explained it, but he did do it on the first day of college, and I do remember that story with him chasing this girl, and then to get closer to her, he did get he did attend that stretching class to be with her. So I'm gonna have to go with the library.
This is a library.
That could help all of us, Gio.
He gave it to you too.
I was confused still because I do
accurate.
remember him saying how hard it was, and then he would do all-nighters and whatever, like stay up mad late at the library.
So I'll go backwards. The stretching one, very true. The girl, she was gonna take the stretching class, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's some fucking bullshit. Stretching class. What's the point of that? I took it. I ended up falling in love with it. She didn't take the next class, and I still took the next class. Because I was like, cool, I'm getting really, really flexible from this class. Nice. So I did take the stretching class for a girl. The second one, which was the second one? The Uncle Sam. So yes, I did make the video online, and I was vlogging, and this is back before vlogging was even a thing. And I just wanted to make a funny video, and I remember going into my biology class, and I was just sitting there in an auditorium full of like 150 people, and everyone was just looking at me like, dude, this guy is fucking... But I was like, I don't really care. I'm just goofing around. I'm trying to spread the joy of JK Films. So I just sat there with the hat on in class with the Hawaiian shirt, still trying to take notes and learn about biology. And I think after that class, I was like, this is way too crazy. I'm gonna take this shit off and put on normal clothes. And then the first one, you guys are right. I never slept in the library because I could never find a comfortable place. I like to sleep in bed.
Nice.
So even though it was a long walk, I would rather sleep in bed than sleep at the library.
But you pulled all-nighters though.
I did.
Yeah,
I
okay,
did.
that's what I remember.
But you know he bougie.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that part.
I like comfortable places.
Because when we did shows and stuff, he would fall asleep under desks and...
I was thinking.
But those are naps. Don't confuse it with sleep.
I could nap anywhere, but if I need to do like an 8-hour place, I need a bed.
Interesting. Wow, you're so specific.
But I can nap like on concrete. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking, because I remember watching JK News and say that if the car ride to the restaurant's only 5 minutes, you're like, all right, I'm a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last but definitely not least, Byron.
Yay.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Lie.
3 truths. 3 lies. 3 lies.
Three lies.
My first truth is that when I went to Irvine, there was this big park that was in a circle called Aldrich Park, and there was a lane for people who could walk and also like bikers, right? And I guess I was feeling pretty tired that day, so I forgot to look left and right, and I got hit by a bike.
Idiot.
I know.
That's
My
your college story.
my-
Got hit by a bike.
Yeah, I got hit by a bike.
That's what you're going with? All right.
And, okay, I'm a very clumsy person. The second one is freshman year of college. I went down to San Diego and got drunk for the first time to impress a girl, solely just to impress a girl.
You wanted to get drunk to make her happy?
No, I never got drunk in my life before, but I knew that she would go to like parties and stuff like that, and it was just goody two shoes, very clean until I got to college, and then I'm
You
like,
got
all right.
dirty.
Yeah.
I could drink this shit.
I know, exactly. And
So many things for the vagina, man.
I know, stretching classes, getting fucking
sharding,
wasted.
Dick pics.
And then,
That was a lie though.
Yeah.
But it happens.
I didn't do nothing.
And then the third one, I got a full ride to Japan, meals and expenses paid for, but because I had other obligations, they dropped me from it. So I missed out.
Oh my god.
Wow, I don't know
They
anything
all
about
sound
you.
legit.
What were you gonna do in Japan?
Pretty much we were going to like study and then report back. It was funded by the military.
That's a bullshit. You were gonna go to the May Cafe and then go home and jack off and
Hell
think
yeah.
about the ladies that served you.
If they let me. If I went!
I don't know anything about you.
For getting hit by a bike, I mean, you are a pretty interesting person where...
You mean stupid ass?
No. Like, he's very interesting where he's just kind of in his own little bubble all the time. That does sound like it can be true. The second one was you got drunk for a girl. I've heard other stories from you that you've done crazy shit for a girl, like to impress girls or whatever. You've even like made fun of a girl that I think you even liked or something because people were bullying you or something like that. So that's kind of crazy. So I think drinking might be one of the things that you would do for a girl. You're also romantic, so I could see why.
He's a sweet
The last one, Japanese one, I don't know. I've never heard you mention this once. I know you're a Japan fanatic. Like, I feel like in your past life you were Japanese or something. Like a Japanese cat or something. Damn, what are you? Just give me a clue.
What? Those are all the clues that I could give.
Fuck. And you weren't paying attention, you got hit by a bike? Oh, damn it. This is hard. I'm just going with Japan. I don't know.
I hit
I
a
don't know.
side mirror when I was riding a bike. That shit hurt.
Oh no.
You were going fast.
Getting hit by a bike can happen, especially if you're like in your own world and not paying attention. That seems plausible. Drinking to get a girl, Filipinos can drink, and you know, guys will do things for girls. The Japan one, you're like a crazy Japanophile like I am.
Japanophile.
So
You wouldn't pass up an opportunity.
yeah, you would pass it up and you would do everything you can to go. So I think the third one would be a lie.
Joe, where'd your eyes go?
This is my thinking eyes. I'm thinking.
They've retracted into a skull.
I'm looking into my brain.
He's turn around and search his brain.
Okay. All right, I read the text. I don't know what military Japanese program will send non-military children to where for what. That
He's
sounds
not a
weird.
children. He was in college.
Children is anybody under the age of 32.
Okay.
All right.
One is you're Filipino and your daddy probably gave you beer and got you drunk at 9 years old. So I don't know if that was the first time you had alcohol. The other one is getting hit by a bike. You do have ninja-like reflexes when things happen. So I think you would dodge the bike. But I don't know about the Japanese one, man. I thought this recent time was the first time you ever going to Japan. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's why he missed the trip.
Yeah.
Man, you ain't no drunk. I mean, that wasn't the first time you drank. I'm gonna go with 2. Okay. All right.
I feel like for some reason, I just want to say the bike one is the lie because it sounds way too basic. Well, who hit you? Was it a guy or girl?
It was a girl, and she like didn't even talk to me. I'm like, oh, are you okay? And then she just like stormed off.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's so rude.
I was like, oh, are you
so she
okay?
didn't fall off her bike.
No, she fell off her bike. She like, straight up fell off her bike, and I'm like, are you okay? And she just walked away from me. And it was like a big ass bruise.
That sounds like a lie. So, okay, that.
I want to change my answer too. How many biscuits did you eat that day?
I forgot my other question, but I'm just going with the bike is a lie.
Okay.
Okay. Jess?
Yeah.
That's where I've been kind of sitting. The bike is a lie, because I feel like you probably were the person who hit someone with a bike, and that's where you came up with that lie. But then the Japan thing is obviously a point of contention, because it could be that because you missed it, that's why you've been so obsessed with Japan ever since. You like missed your opportunity, and that's why you just like, you've been dying to go back, and that's why you went back. But then it sounds like a fake program, so I'm gonna have to go with the bike one.
Bot?
Japan one, I don't know about military people sending non-military people around. That's kind of weird, unless it was like a hentai scholarship or something.
Tentacle University.
And number 2, although Filipinos love drinking and they love to intoxicate their children, I also feel like Byron grew up in a very sheltered and like very clean-cut place. So him drinking for the first time in college kind of makes sense to me, because I also had Filipino neighbors before, and they're a different type of Filipino, and I can see them not drinking until they're like 70. Randy?
Yep, that's what I thought of.
But the bike thing, like to get hit by a bike, you gotta be a straight moron.
Imagine it's the truth.
So, because I mean, it's not a car, it's not a motorcycle, you have peripheral vision. Unless you're like practicing how to walk like a blind person and they hit you, I'm like, that's
But did they hit you from the back or the front? Because they can sneak up on you. They're quiet.
It can happen pretty fast.
on the side. Byron's really smart. I don't think he's a moron. I think it's the bike. The bike's a lie.
Byron?
You want to hear the lie? Or
However
the
you
truth?
want to
Go
lay it
through
out.
them.
Whatever you want to lay
I'm
out.
tired of fucking waiting. I just want to know now.
Tell me how stupid you
Let's
are.
go with the lie. Let's
You
go with
got
the
hit by a
lie.
bike.
The lie is?
I got drunk in the Philippines and I didn't do it to impress a girl. So yeah.
The drunk one was a lie.
Yeah, the drunk one.
Were
was
you
a lie.
underage?
I was underage. Yeah. And my dad was like,
How can you miss a trip to
Sanmig,
Japan?
Sanmig. Oh, yep, that's me in the Philippines.
So Bart was right, you are a dumbass. You gotta get a bike.
I was actually really sleepy that day, and I was looking for my girlfriend, like my current girlfriend. It was like the day after like we got together, and I was looking for her because I was gonna meet her in the park. And I was like, oh, where are you? I don't know where you are. And I hung up.
God.
And then I was so tired. I just started walking, and then watch out! I was like, oh shit! And we both like fell. And then I got up. I was like, are you okay? And then she just ended up like just walking away from me.
How
She
did
didn't
she
even talk
not
to
say
me.
anything?
She just didn't
What
say
a
anything. She just
rude-ass
looked like
bitch.
fucking pissed, dude. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. And then like 5 minutes later, my girlfriend, like she looks at me and she's like, are you okay? I'm like, did you see that? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. It's so embarrassing. I was gonna keep that with me for the rest of my life, dude.
Now all of us know.
Wait, so
God.
she hit you because it was your fault. You
It was
walked
my
into
fault.
her.
Yeah, I walked
Oh,
right
okay,
into
then
it.
I can see why she wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, I didn't look left or right, so I was a dumbass. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What's the
Lesson
Japanese
learned.
thing?
The Japanese project, it's called the Kakahashi project. That's just what I know.
Bullshit.
It sounds like a bunch of
You can look it up.
fake,
You can
for
look it
sure.
up.
Pretty cock-a-high.
But okay. So the program was we had to present something of American culture in Japanese. So of course I chose like cinema, right? I was talking about like how American like cinema differentiates from Japan culture or Japan cinema. And then I guess I did a good presentation, and then I got to go inside the program because I had a lot of obligations with the club that I was in, the community service club I was in. It was a position where I was voted into. So because of that obligation of like, you know, the whole organization I felt like was resting like on my shoulders. I felt like I had to prioritize that over anything else. So I guess like, yeah, so like giving up like my fucking dream was probably one of the hardest things that I ever had to go through in college, and giving that up. And which is true, which is why I probably obsessed and like, I fucking have to go.
But now you
I have
went.
to go. I went! Yes, full circle. So yeah,
How long was the program for?
for I think a week or like 10 days. 10 days.
Damn.
10 days.
Awesome.
This was some awesome, juicy shit, and it definitely proved to me that we aren't as close as we thought would happen. I think this is a really cool game for you guys to also play back at home with your closest friends to see if you really know them. If there are any other games that you guys would like for us to play, please leave them in the comments below. Like the video, share the video. Until next time.
Have faith in my asshole, everybody.
I told you I'm not a hoe. No one believes me. Except you guys.